the true nature of our very being is to be in harmony. Welcome, friend, to Mystic Moments here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Boulder Valley. I'm Reverend Jody Stevenson, and I'm the senior minister, and I'm so glad that you've joined us. We're here on Wednesdays to just give a little bit of a boost, a reminder, a soulful thought, and just to remember who we are. We are part of an organization from the Centers for Spiritual Living in Golden, Colorado. We're all over the world, and we're here to teach people how to be successful. As many of you know, I have been a wedding officiant since 1987. In 1988, I started working with couples, and I've officiated over 1,000 weddings. So that means 1,000 couples in the last, 35 years. And one of my favorite questions to ask them when we get together is, how did you guys meet? And I always get the cutest look. They look at each other and they go, oh, remember that moment, And then I ask, so when you guys met, did the cosmic fireworks go off and the angels start to sing? I mean, was there a Cupid moment? And so many couples will go, yeah, he had it, I didn't, or she had it, and it took me a much longer time. I love to hear how people meet each other because, there's about 7 billion people on this planet. How is it that two people come together to co-create a life of love? My second favorite question is, what is love? And I usually get the blank stare. Love? I'll say, well, we're talking about your wedding, which is a celebration of your love. And so what is love? And they kind of look at each other, and one of them will go, well, I think it's about caring for each other during the rough and tough times. And I always add, and celebrating each other's successes. And they go, oh, yeah, that too. What is love? The great sage Thich Nhat Hanh, who crossed over into the spirit world this week, truly at the heart of his teachings is this universal concept of love. He writes, and I quote, "The idea that understanding is love's other name, that to love another means to fully understand his or her suffering. Understanding, after all, is what everyone needs. But even if we grasp this on a theoretical level, we habitually get too caught in the smallness of our fixations to be able to offer such expansive understanding." So according to ancient wisdom and modern day sages, love is an expansion of understanding. The great Dalai Lama says, there are only 2 days in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday, and the other is called tomorrow. Today is the right day to live, believe, do, and mostly love. So with my couples, I offer the following when we're talking about love. And if we were in a room, I would use a big whiteboard, but I drew you a little picture. Love is like an H. Two people are standing in their own power, and the bridge between them is called love. So what is love? The foundation of love is respect and trust. You cannot have love without trust and respect. How do we do that? Well, the first thing we do with respect is to learn to respect ourselves. And literally, respect means to honor oneself. And then when we do that, we can go further out and respect other people. And by the way, the opposite of respect is shame. So if someone shames you, if you feel shamed by someone, it's not about you. Oh, it's so hard not to take that. It's so hard not to believe that, but it's true. It's not about you. But you also don't have to allow people to disrespect you. I think it's one of the greatest learnings we have. And trust is being consistent in word and deed. Now, I come from an alcoholic family. I know I'm not alone. And in an alcoholic family, promises are often made and broken. And it can be very confusing to a child. When a child sees, hears, and feels three different things, we learn to love being untrustworthy. And in an alcoholic family or a dysfunctional family, like most, a child learns to either overtrust or undertrust. But what we want to ultimately trust is our own wisdom and trust that we live in a loving, trusting universe, one that really does have our back. Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind philosophy, writes, and this is my favorite quote on love. He writes, "Love is the sole impulse for creation. And the man or the person who does not have it as the greatest incentive, excuse me, in his life has never developed a real creative instinct. No one can swing out into the universal without love, for the whole universe is based upon it." So your very creativity is the impulse of love expressing through you. It's the impulse of universal love expressing through you. That's how much the universe loves you. It literally expresses through you. And that's why it is so important that we discover what we want to do with our talents and skills to uplift the consciousness of humanity. And oh, by the way, be richly rewarded for it. What do we want? What do you want? If you believed that God, that the divine, that the universe loves you so much and is just waiting for you to place your order, what would your order be? What would it be? You are truly meant to experience a life of love, to live in harmony, to swing out into the universe with your talents and your skills, to, as my dear friend Mark Bosnan, we've been mastermind partners for over 33 years. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for that relationship. As he says, living your life out loud, swinging out into the universe, and mostly to live in gratitude for your amazing life that you are co-creating through love with the divine. So this week, take time to think about respect, to think about trust. And where in your life can you take those two up to a new level, a new bridge with the people in your life, the H's that you have, the animals, the plants, the coworkers, the people at the grocery store, everywhere. Where can you take love to its new level? I am so glad that you joined us this week, and please join us every week. We are here for you, just to remind you how magnificent you are. And yes, you have within you the power, the ability to live the life you want to live in a simple and rich and harmonious way. Have a great week. Be sure and check out our online activities. We're in the process of redoing our whole website and our different activities. So we will be offering more and more. And also, if you'd like to push the donate button, we sure appreciate that. Thanks for joining us and being a part of our community here at the Center for Spiritual Living Boulder Valley, because love lives here. Have a great week. The true nature of our very being is to be in harmony.